Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Day Season 6, Episode 6. So we're just going to get right onto it in the video. We got a lot to talk about. We did not see 3 couples in this episode. Remember, we got 8 this season, but 3 we didn't see. We didn't see Tyrone, Carmela. We didn't see Nicola, Misha, and we didn't see Amanda and Rosvin. But what we did see, well, we're going to start with Gina and Jasmine. So Gina and Jasmine, for once, they did not fight in this episode. But Jasmine, I like Jasmine. I really do like Jasmine, but she's taken a step back. I liked her more last season than I do this season. Jasmine's a little sneaky. She gives me Angela vibes a little bit. This episode, she tells Gina she's going out to run some errands. But the reality was she went out for a walk and went to a park and went on a video chat with her ex-boyfriend, Dane, that we seen in the first episode. And she gonna tell Dane, he doesn't want to have sex with me. We fight all the time, the prenup. And Dane told her how beautiful she is and how great she is. Maybe they need to go to therapy, couples therapy or whatever. The producers asked Jasmine, how would you feel if Gina did this? Ain't this a little hypocritical? And Jasmine told the producer, I'm not a hypocrite because I know I'm mature enough. I could separate a relationship and a friendship with my ex. Gina can't. I don't think so, because her ex is younger and probably more better at that than Gina may be. But I don't believe Jasmine one bit. I'm not going to say that she's actually a cheater, but I don't believe her one bit. So I think she's a hypocrite, because if Gina did that, she would have a fit. And again, it gives me Angela vibes. She gives me Angela vibes. So her and Gina later go dancing in the street, do some salsa dancing, kind of look like yoga. And it looked like, Gina said it looked like Dirty Dancing, and it was just like Jasmine's just trying to find ways to get Gina to be more excited when they are intimate. And Gina was like, if we could quit arguing so much, then maybe I'll be a little bit better and stuff, And I see Gina's point with that. Us guys, we're not going to be, if we're arguing with somebody so much, we're not going to be excited like that when we're trying to be intimate. So yeah. So then later, Gina and Jasmine meet up with Jasmine's friends at a bar. Jasmine, they didn't show this, but she admitted to Gina in a private conversation that she did go and video call with her ex and everything. And now Gina's suspicious. So he's talking to her friends, asking, what's her relationship with her ex Dane? And they said, oh, you have nothing to worry about. They're just exes. They're good friends. She wants to marry you, blah, 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 and everything. And Gina was like, I never really had trust issues when it came to Jasmine, but now I'm starting to think. And he said to himself, if this was me, she would blow up. She would really blow up. So yeah, that was Gina and Jasmine. At least they didn't argue in this episode. There wasn't any arguing. But I'll tell you what couple that did argue, and this kind of made me laugh. This couple makes me laugh. Let's go to Riley and Violet. So Violet takes Riley to a little store to check out some Vietnamese clothing and stuff and everything. And she's taking body measurements of Riley and stuff, and she was with I think it was with somebody that she knew at the store. I don't know if it was a family member, sister, or friend, or whatever. And she told the other person that Riley is big, he's old and ugly. And Riley was like, did you really say that? And she's like, yeah, I really said that. Now, I remember the first episode, Riley and Violet mentioned that they have a sarcasm relationship. Violet mentioned she was joking when she said that. But this time, Riley didn't find that funny. He was just like, I'm ready to go. So they leave the store. Violet gets a text message from a male friend, and it's a picture. And it's a picture of his shirt off. Riley sees that and is like, yo, who is that? And Violet is like, my friend. And Riley is like, he had his shirt off, so who is he? And she's like, my friend. I don't need to show you. And he was like, show me your phone, show me your phone. And Violet was like, no, I don't have to show you nothing. And then Riley started calling her a liar. You're a liar. You lie. You lie. And everything. And Violet's like, I don't lie. I don't like you lie. And everything. And Riley started bringing up all kinds of other things that she may have lied about in the past and everything. And Violet's like, I don't lie. I don't lie. And everything. And she was like, they're about to go to visit Violet's mom's house and going to meet Violet's daughters. And they're on their way to that. And yeah, so Violet's like, we're about to go meet my family. You need to stop with your temper and your attitude. I'm not going to cancel this dinner because it will look bad on you and me. So Riley was like, I'll push this to the side for right now, but this conversation ain't over. He was like, I'll respect your family and everything, as we do. So they brush that off to the side. They go to the house, and they walk in the door, and we're greeted by Violet's daughters and her brother. And Violet's daughters just looked like they saw somebody at a movie star. Her face was like, when she saw Riley. And I was just like, wow, their face, she looked like they just saw like a movie star and stuff, because you got, Vietnamese, and you got an American dude, African American dude coming into town and everything, big dude and shit. Like it was almost like he was a goddess to them for a minute. So then, Riley meets them and everything, and he gives them gifts. He got one daughter a pair of shoes, one daughter some lipstick and everything. And then the mom comes out. And the mom is like not impressed right away. She was like, yeah, in Vietnamese culture, the guy always has to bring gifts the first time. She was like, she didn't have like no filter at all with that. So they have a dinner. And the mom was just like questioning him right out the gate. She's like, you make my daughter cry a lot on video chat and everything with your temper. So I was like, that's not good when you're not even together and not married yet. And he was like, I do have a temper. I'm going to work on that and everything. And then Violet had mentioned that the text with what happened earlier with the guy, with the friend texting her with the shirt off, and Riley flipped out and stuff. They brought that up at the dinner table and everything. Now, my opinion on that was, it is his first time meeting them, and they're like grilling him like with the problems like that already. If I'm Riley, I'm trying to like find a way to get the heck on out of there, to be honest with you, because right out the gate, the mom did not like Riley. The mom did not like Riley at all. I think the kids did, her daughters did, and brother did, but the mom did not like Riley. She was just like, you make my daughter cry a lot, this and that, and she tried to explain, and as a Vietnamese woman, we are not jerks, we are faithful, and everything. And Riley was like, you're right, I'll try to do better. He was respectful, so I'll give him that. So, but then they had an interesting conversation, and it was just an interesting time with Violet and Riley. So that was Violet and Riley. Next couple I'm going to talk is Christian and Cleo. So Christian and Cleo, we all know Cleo, she's transgender and she's autistic. Christian, who's not discriminating, is coming in from to go to the UK to be with her. So they arrived to the airport. Now there was a whole debate last week about like, are they going to kiss at the airport and stuff? And surprisingly, Christian did kiss Cleo at the airport. But that was about it. There was like no other spark, no like other deep conversation. Now he's nervous. This is all new to him. Like he's dating someone like with a double-edged sword here. Like you're dating, not only you're dating a transgender, but you're also dating someone who's autistic. So you have to deal with like a really big insecure person. But as I said in the videos in the last couple weeks, Cleo, more than anybody in Israel, needs love. And Christian could be that person. Christian is going to have to, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He don't have to get into it right away. Because he's right, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. So I'm not mad at him for like the awkwardness right now. They go back to Cleo's house, and Cleo has cats and everything, and she was like, "Hey, Daddy's home and stuff," and he was like, "No, not Daddy. I could be like Uncle something." Cleo's like, "Well, that makes you like the best, or like us cousins then, or something like that." He's like, "No, I'm just like a family friend." And I'm watching. I'm like, "Yo, they're just cats. Stop arguing over the name, like the titles of the cats, what they are. They're just cats and stuff." So they brush that to the side. Cleo goes into her nightgown, and they go to bed, and they just go to bed. So yeah, Christian is, it's gonna take a minute for him. So like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt to get used to that. It's not gonna happen overnight, but he has to really communicate that with her. Like, be like, "Hey, listen, I really like you. This is my first time dating somebody like you and stuff. Just bear with me. Like if I'm awkward, just understand. I'm just trying to get used to this and all that. Just work with me." I feel like if he would say that to Cleo, then Cleo wouldn't have so much expectations. But Cleo's smart, and she knows that he's thinking that, but he ain't gonna say that. So she said that he's giving her mixed signals, because they did kiss at the airport, but showing distance right now. So yeah, that was Christian and Cleo. Next couple I want to talk is David and Sheila. David and Sheila, so far they're the power couple. They had their first night together. They had a little bit of a TMI moment. They were intimate. They tried, but Sheila said that it's been a while for her, and she's painful. It was a little painful. So they did other things that I'm not going to say. It was TMI. David said some TMI things with the sign language and his signing with that. I'm just like, David, come on. I had points for you until this episode. I don't need to know, or you don't need to demonstrate your intimate life. Just saying. A lot of YouTube content creators that recap the show, we do not want to know much deep about anybody's sex life. We don't need to know the ins and outs of what they did and stuff, because it's TMI. I don't care about the male parts. Definitely don't care about the male parts. I don't want to hear about the female parts or nothing. Just if you want to talk about sex, just say we had sex, or we didn't have sex. That's it. We don't need to know the graphics of it. We don't need to know what they did when they were doing it and stuff. We don't need to know none of that. So yeah. So David and Sheila, after that, they go to the supermarket and walk around the market, the meat market, and David is just kind of grossed out about the meat, but that's normal in the Filipino culture and everything. So they're walking around, but he loves being with Sheila and everything. He got criticized last week for getting in the bed with Sheila without taking a shower after that long flight. So they spend the day together, and then they walk around the town in the night, go by this church, and start talking. And David revealed that he hasn't been in a relationship or intimate in 4 years. and that his ex-girlfriend was deaf. And when they did sign language, it was easier for him. David and Sheila are starting to communicate by phone. Sheila's talking and he has to type and everything. And he's kind of typing a little. He's not, his sentences that he's typing are not like completed or not like normal sentences. Like, I'm good with hands, or it felt good with you, it felt good today, or something like that. Just they're not completed sentences. And so, they're talking, and like Sheila asked him, like, was it easier for you to communicate with your ex-girlfriend? And he was like, that's my ex, I don't want to talk about it no more, like, let's just focus on the future. Because he has said that if he tells her that the communication was better, she'll think that he is still into her ex, and Sheila is a jealous person. And so they actually went through each other's phones a little bit, looked at each other's phones. There was like a questionable picture that David had, but he cleared it up, and Sheila forgot about it and stuff. Sheila said her ex cheated on her, that's why she left him and everything. So yeah, I mean, they're doing well. They're doing well, even with the circumstances. They're still like my favorite couple so far. They are the power couple of this season, and I'm hoping they do well. So that was David and Sheila. Last couple I want to talk. We met a new couple in this episode. Her name is Statler. She's 33 years old, from Irving, Texas. And Dempsey. Statler and Dempsey. We didn't meet Dempsey yet, but we met Statler. Let me tell y'all about this girl, Statler. I told a friend, I'm ripping this girl to shreds right off the jump. Statler. She's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Her girlfriend, Dempsey, also very pretty. Very pretty. But man, Statler. She's collecting bugs. She likes girls with a British accent. She said they're so freaking hot. First thing out her mouth says that Statler, she's a very sexual person. She said that she had sex at a church while church was going on. She had sex in an elevator. Statler says she had sex at church while church was going on. Now, I am a big churchgoer. I'm a big Christian man of God. And the number one sin, the number one most moral thing you could do, the worst thing you could do in the world is that. Now, she did share a little bit about her past life. She said she was adopted literally at birth. Her adopted parents had 2 boys and wanted a girl. She suffers from ADHD. Okay, and she was like, we all do, but she says she really, really, really has it. I understand that. That's not my problem. But the thing is that I can't get past when she said that she had sex in the church while church was going on. I couldn't get past that. I could not get past that at all. That was so disgusting to hear. If you're a sexual person, that's fine. But have some morals and have some respect. Anyway, she says she's been talking to Dempsey for a while, for the last year, and she's going to England to be with Dempsey. I guess Dempsey's in Thailand on a family vacation, and they're going to meet mutually at the airport because they're expected to land together. We also see Statler go out with her friend Side. They go out to this weird sex restaurant or cafe where they're taking sexual names, like shots and stuff, and eating some kind of cake, and the cake, or some kind of like pie or something that said I'm getting laid tonight or something like that. And yeah, it was just weird. I'd never seen a restaurant that was like that. But anyway, so her and her friend go out and do that. And her and her friend talk about Statler's past dating life. Statler, just a year ago, was in a relationship with another girl from England. And Statler was over there in England visiting her. And then they broke up because the other girl said that they're moving too fast. And Statler was heartbroken. So they broke up. They still keep in contact here and there, but Statler moved on to Dempsey. And I guess her ex had said, like, I'll meet you at the airport instead, and now I want you back. The ex wants her back now that she's moved on, but Statler says she's not going to do that. Good job. That's like the best thing you said. So Statler packs up all her stuff. She's getting ready to go to the airport. She gets a text on her way to the airport from Dempsey saying that Dempsey hasn't even got on the flight yet. There was like a delay or layover, so don't know what's happening. So now Statler's getting insecure and upset, and like, of course I get this message on my way to the airport, and that is messed up. So I don't know what's happening with that. I hope next week we see. I hope we meet Dempsey next week. I can't wait to meet her. But Statler, I was looking forward to this couple. Just based on the previews and stuff. They're the last couple to meet for this season. But Statler, what a great first impression. What a great first impression. I'm curious to see how this couple now David and Sheila are my favorite couple, but I'm more intrigued to see this couple for the rest of the season. It's kind of like a Ben and Mahogany situation from last year. I don't think Dempsey's a catfish or nothing, but their relationship is going to be like how I predict how Ben and Mahogany's was last season. So I cannot wait to see more of them. As much as disgust that Statler showed out right out the gate. She and Dempsey look like they could be a good couple, but just a bunch of head scratching. So if we're just only seeing like 5 couples out of 8 this episode, it was a lot. It was a lot. Like I said, we didn't see Amanda and Rosvin. We didn't see Misha and Nicola. And we didn't see Tyra and Carmela. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I love Before the 90 Days. I just love it. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap Monday night's version of open premiere of The Other Way. I'm looking forward to that. We got on season 5 of The Other Way starting so I can't wait to recap that. So make sure you guys watch that. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all then soon. Have a good one.